yeah, 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 yeah. Need an elixir.
So a little thing about me is I have an extremely high tolerance of pain. I was taking like baby aspirin when I was like a baby. My whole life I remember my mom always calling me, and whenever she would call me, I knew I had to go take some medication. I wasn't allowed to go outside and play like the other kids. I had to sit on my porch and play with my little Barbies and my coloring book because I had a lot of things wrong with it, because I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis at literally 13 months. But even though I had to take all that medication, and because of all that medication, actually, I have a high tolerance for pain. And what happens with me is I'll notice something's going on with my body, and I'll just think, well, it's because of the weather. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because of that. Because of the high tolerance, you just kind of keep on going. And that's what happened with my tendonitis. I knew it was hurting, but I was like, well, it just happens. It's arthritis. It just happens. Well, come to find out, this latest thing, and it's going to sound a little creepy and a little bit weird, but it's real. I promise you, I'm not kidding you. But I've noticed that my right hip, sometimes, like when I'm bending down to pick up something, or if I'm sitting down not correctly or whatever, if I said plop down, which I'm a plopper, I plop on the couch. But if I do that, my hip tends to kind of like pop out, like the little bone part, just come out a little bit. And so I would just go, okay, and just kind of like squish it back in, and thinking to myself, okay, that's just normal, arthritis stuff. Or maybe it's because of the weather, again, because it was during a lot of rain. So finally I decided to go talk to my doctor, because I really, really should. And he at first was like, because he did the hip revision in 2021. And prior to that, I had in 2000, I had another hip revision. And the first one was in 1992 is when I had the hip replacement, a total hip replacement. So total hip in 92, revision in 2000, and then another revision in 2021 on this right hip alone. Same thing on the left hip, but the left hip was doing fine at this time. So he did the right hip in 2021, and he's like, he looked at me like he didn't understand. He's like, okay, well, show me when it hurts. So I bent over, and he felt it come out, go pop out a little bit. He said, oh, okay. So then when I laid on my back, he kind of pulled out my hip a little bit to see where the stiffness was, and he can tell that it was starting to kind of like almost like jerk out a little. So yeah. So where are we at? First of all, I really hate this. It gets on my nerves when things like this happen. And no, I'm not letting it stop me. Tomorrow I'm expecting to have a really great night. The Bible recap, Tara Lee Cowell, who does Bible recap, is having a conference tomorrow night. And yes, I'm going with my husband. I will have my boot on. I'll have my boot on my left leg for the tendonitis, but still, it'll kind of slow me down anyway. I'll be in church on Sunday. It's not slowing me down. It's just making me angry that I may have to get it replaced again, or kind of like filled in to figure out why there's too much room for it to pop out like that. So, prayer request. I would love it if you pray that it gets filled in, that it gets healed, that God will just place his hand on it and put his healing touch on it. That would be kind of awesome. I would like that. Meanwhile, I have to take hip precautions, which means can't cross my legs, can't bend down and pick up things, and no more plopping on the couch. A bunch of things. Don't go below a 90-degree angle, which is hard because if I'm sitting at the desk, that's what I like to do. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And it's not fun. Like I said, it's not fun. But that's where we're at. So prayers would be awesome. I am following my hip precautions, but I sure would love some prayers. And thank you for listening to me. And one of the things that's this is going to sound kind of weird. I've been on a weight loss journey since November of last year. November 11th is when I started it, if I'm correct. And since then, I've lost 30 pounds and doing great, doing really, really great. And, you know, one of the things that I'm able to do is cross my legs without, you know, picking it up. I don't know. I mean, some people have never had these issues, but, you know, and, you know, crossing your legs, just like a lady, I've never been able to actually do it due to arthritis or due to being a little overweight. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do. But that's one of the things I can't do anymore. And that hurts. I'm literally doing it right now. That hurt my, oh, I can't do it the other way either. That hurt my heart. That really hurt my heart, because I was like, oh, that's one of the things that I'm happy I'm able to do since I've lost a lot of weight. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. God will take care of it. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at. And thank you so much for listening to my little story, or my little rant, or I don't know exactly what it was. But thank you for joining in. And I'll see you the next time on Kiki with Kiki. Bye.